disconnected abruptly. So you do want to join the Telegram class, go to general group. From general group, you'll find a link to the Telegram discussion. So thank you very much for that, Regina. Thank you very much for your contribution, Ms. Victoria. So let's move to the next person. Okay, Mr. Sammy is not here yet. Okay, so let's move to Miss Favor. Miss Favor, Jimmy, good evening. Please, if you don't mind, you can. The link is there, Miss Precious, from YouTube. The link is there. Just go to general group. The link is there. Please check. So, Miss Jimmy, please, can you hear me? Miss Favor, Jimmy, please unmute your mic. If you can turn on your camera, do what to turn on your camera. Let's see your face. And everybody who is online, please turn on your camera. Let's see your faces. Please unmute your mic, Miss Favor, Jimmy, and introduce yourself. Let's know your department level and semester. Can you hear me? Miss Favor, Jimmy. Okay, maybe she's having network issues. So let's move to Ijeoma. Mrs. Ijeoma, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, good evening, sir.
Okay, please, Miss Favor, Jimmy has turned on her video. Okay, Miss Favor, just before Mrs. Ijeoma will introduce herself, please, can you quickly do a little bit of introduction? Let's know your name, your department level, and semester. We can't hear you, Miss Favor. Are you doing earpiece, Miss Favor? Okay. While Miss Favor tries to figure out my audio, please, Miss Ijeoma, you have the floor, man. You can turn on your video and please give us a quick introduction, please, of yourself, your department level and semester. Miss Ijeoma, you have the floor.
Okay, good evening. They just took like now. I'm trying to see.
Oh, sorry about that. It's okay. Just go ahead, ma'am.
Okay. So, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Are you seeing me?
No, we can't see your face still, but just go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead, please, with the introduction.
Okay. So, my name is Ijeoma Jonathan Soti. I'm in 300 level business administration. This is my first semester. I'm with Lagos Study Center. That is VI.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Without further ado, Mrs. Ijeoma, are there any challenges you came across studying last semester? Your recommendations, your suggestions? Would appreciate if you can make your contributions now.
Okay, sir. Yeah, during the last semester, it was nice, but most of my courses were not covered. And the links were sent, though some of them, the link were now sent very close to the exam. So it was too difficult for me to follow through and be able to cover.
Sorry, Mrs. Ijeoma, what was your level and department then, ma'am?
Ma'am, sir? Please come again. What do you say?
What was your level and department then, ma'am?
Okay, it was 200 level second semester.
Which department, please?
Business administration.
Okay. So you are going to 300 level first semester now?
Yes.
Okay. So your complaint is most of your courses were not covered?
Yes, they were not.
For 200 level second semester?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much for that.
Then the second... Okay, the second concern was the timing. I noticed the classes were holding 30 minutes and below, which was very short. And most times the network was so bad. Even when I missed the class, listening to the recorded YouTube class was not really encouraging as well.
Okay. So now you say something about the timing that is too short, and you saying
Yes, too
something
short.
about the recorded classes.
Yes, because of some network glitches. So sometimes you can't even coordinate properly what was recorded. So it was quite challenging to follow through as well.
Okay. Recorded classes issues. Okay. Is that all, ma, for now?
No, not the third one is the keynote. I don't
Okay. What
know.
about the
Is there
keynote, ma?
nowhere the keynote? I don't know if there is anywhere the keynote can come out earlier so that one can start preparing alongside with it, not like a month to the exams for some of us that do not really have much time.
Okay, ma. When you say early, how early do you mean, ma?
Okay, what the early as the semester just commences, just a month into the new semester, I think if the keynote can be available.
Did you just say as the semester just commences?
Yeah, if it's possible, I don't mind.
Okay. 1 month into the semester. One plug it into save. Can we all hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Oh, sorry
Yes,
about
sir.
that. I complained earlier that my phone will be shutting down soon, and my laptop was connected to the internet. I just had to reconnect back to the Wi-Fi now. That was why you noticed that sudden interruption. Thank you very much, Mrs. Ijoma. I was asking you whether you got the keynote early and how helpful were the. I was asking whether you got the keynote last semester and how helpful these keynotes were. Mrs. Ijoma, please can you respond to that?
Yes, it was. Yes, I got, and they were very, very helpful. In fact,
Okay, thank you
it's
very much, ma'am.
assisted me so well. Yeah, in my
Thank you
exams.
very much, ma'am. So the three complaints now are most of your courses were not covered. The timing was too short, according to you. So that was by less than an hour, and you're having issues with the recorded class as well as the keynote not coming early. Thank you very much, ma'am. Okay, I think it will be okay for me to respond to the three questions, the the input from the three persons that has made their input. And after we are done with that, we can accommodate more input because I don't want it to be an issue whereby I collect all the contributions and I'm unable to respond to it. So let's take it 3-3 for now. So let me go by. I hope this is fine. I hope that is okay with. Are we okay with that? Maybe some of the questions I will answer, maybe some of the input I will respond to. There are some questions that are yet to be asked by some of us that are yet to ask make our input. I believe, are we okay with that?
Yes, I'm okay with that.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Mrs. Regina, are you there? I didn't hear you say a thing. Mrs.
I'm with you,
Victoria,
sir. I'm with you.
wonderful. Okay, Mrs. Victoria, Mrs. Valentine, Mr. Chooks. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. So now, according to Mrs. Victoria's question, she said input. She says she joined late. Okay, now this is it. One thing with the classes, for those of us that might join late, one thing with the classes is most time the best time to join the private class is even before the semester kicks off. That's the best time. Even before you register for the semester, that is the best time to join. Now I'll explain why this is it. Usually, like I said, me myself, I'm speaking from experience. When I was still running my program, I should be starting my master's very soon though. But when I was running my undergraduate, I used to give myself a target. Like I only used to give myself 1 week of rest, 1 week break, 1 week of break from academic activities. And usually now we usually give us up to 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Now the moment and the way the whole thing is structured in now, if you are still writing CBT, you don't even have to see your it now doesn't even have to officially what was this noise? Where's this coming from? Now doesn't even have to officially publish your result before you know what your result is. From your TMA, when you start to write down your TMA scores, and the minute you do your CBT, you've already know your results. Then you combine both, and if you want to calculate your CGPA too, there's a way to do all that. So since all these things are available, and there's a way to even check the courses I'm taking for next semester. So these are the things we don't even get in conventional universities. I attend conventional university polytechnic though before I joined now. We don't even get all these benefits like that. We have to wait till we sign course form. You get seven different faculties, sometimes lecturers, dean, sign your course form before you can even pay for your school fees and something like that. But now it's very easy. You are in 100 level second semester, you already know the courses you are taking 200 level first semester. So since all these opportunities, all these privileges are there, I will give myself 1 week of break. That was what happened to us with Mrs. Regina. Mrs. Regina, although by the definition of starting early, it was on an average. Yes, it was on an average. And unfortunately, I did not. Mrs. Regina is the first political science student that I'm having that has been with us. Most of them, they are not usually serious. They used to drop out, or they just feel relaxed. They used to come and ask for the keynotes. So we had no idea that the courses she'll be taking, there was even a particular course. The keynote was the course material was a mess. I don't know whether it was a typo error or something. The material, the old typo in that material was clustered. All of this we had no idea. But what am I driving at? When I start like that after 1 week, I have all my course material, the same thing we used to do in the private class, go through them for the first time. And when I'm going through them, I'm introducing myself to those courses. I take my notes. Then the second phase, Adesire, come and respond to this call. Sorry about that. The second phase, I begin to do my in-depth studying. And the last phase is when I begin to give myself questions from what I've read. So now what am I saying? What am I saying in essence? When we start early, like I've been saying when we're doing our revision classes, when we start early, we are already making things happen. We're already getting subdued into the semester, knowing what to do and what not to do, getting started already, even before you register for the semester. Now, and unfortunately, if it was even a normal semester, we have all the time. But this particular section that we are currently in is even worse than the previous one. Why am I saying it's worse? You can imagine we are going to be taking 3 major exams this section. We've had 2 already, and I'm taking another one before the end of December, before mid-December. That is to tell you that even when we are writing exam, even when CBT, we're writing exam, now was already selling form. Okay? That's why we're even having this meeting now. It's not even up to 2 weeks. We finished our exam. We're supposed to be resting. All right. So that's why we're even having this meeting now. And that's why I'm going to be starting the classes very soon. Because I'm trying to avoid one thing. Some persons will come. We've taken classes for 6 weeks. We've not been taking their classes. I've never taken any of their department before. And they want to join the private class. Most time we turn them down with the classes. And what we now helping them is making their keynote. But some of them we insist. The keynote is fine. But we still want to watch you explain certain things to us. We end up turning them down because we have not much time. So the benefit of starting early is a lot. It goes a long way. My joy is that even before TMA, we've done 80% of your courses. Because when it comes to TMA like this, everybody is always particular about TMA. Most time, people forget classes. When it comes to TMA, their attention shifts completely to TMA. So even before we start TMA, I would love it that we are even taking 80% of your courses. Yes. So that answers the question of joining late. When you join late, there are a lot of things that comes as rushing. And when it comes to academics, I don't really like la cram la pour. That's what comes with joining late. It's basically la cram la pour because you don't even have time. Your mind will not be at rest to join the classes freely. Now, having to finish before, okay. Having to finish, okay. And that was the second one from Mrs. Victoria, saying something about having to finish before starting. Basically, the timing as well. So now this is one thing about the timing. Yes, the timing is less than 1 hour. When we started then, when we newly started, we used to have classes 2 hours. Mrs. Regina can bear us witness. 2 hours, 1 hour. All right. But we realized that having classes 2 hours, 1 hour is a good one. As we progress, we begin to realize that it might not really convert. When it comes to understanding, it will convert. And that's one thing we did in one of edu courses, teaching method. There are some method that the longer the classes, the more you understand the course. But we'll not be able to cover much. I don't even understand. Because we need to cover much, so we have to reduce the time to 30 minutes. That's the minimum. Sometime we do 40 minutes, 35, but at least it must be on 30 minutes before we not even talk of ending the class. So with that, we can now cover much within a short period of time. In order to make things better, in order to make the whole thing work better. So apart from the classes, we do, excuse me, sorry about that. That's my grammar. Apart from the classes, we do, I'm coming, I'm in class. Yes, I'm coming. You guys are welcome. Yeah, you guys are welcome. Yeah, I'm coming. I'm in the class. I'm coming. Yes, I miss you too. I'm coming. So, sorry about that. So apart from the classes, we now think about it. Okay, let's make keynote more structured and more effective. Let's also talk about the exam practice questions and answer, which is going to be more effective for CBT students. So even though we're able to do that 1 hour classes, even though it's 30 minutes we are doing, let that 30 minutes be very impactful. And when it's time for exam, we structure it very well and also feed you with practice questions and answers. And doing revision, we don't slack as well. You have no idea how challenging it was for us to do revision for everybody. Nobody does it. But we try as much as possible to do those revision classes because we look at it like this. By the time you have attended classes, you have the keynotes, You have the practice questions. You also have revision. No matter how tedious, challenging that course might be, at least you will confidently go into the exam hall and still get nothing less than 30, 40. And if you are giving us your TMA, we will also put in the effort, try as much as we can to ensure that you get 30 or at least 28, except for some minor issues that you might get less than 28, but we'll try as much as possible to give you the best. So as for the timing, that's why we reduce it to that 30 minutes, because we want to try as much as possible to cover a whole lot, but nevertheless, still make the understanding very possible by providing other resources, but reducing the timing. So now, that is for Ms. Victoria. So Ms. Regina talked about not covering the courses. Yes, we are not proud about that. We are not proud about that at all, because the plan is to cover all the courses without leaving anyone unattended to. But if unfortunately we are unable to cover the classes, we will not leave you desolate. We'll try as much as possible to give you the keynotes as early as we can. See, let me break this thing to us. For me to make a proper keynote, it takes me a minimum of 1 week, because some courses I even need to do more research. Some of all these courses, they are not properly structured and they are not well explained. There's some definition I used to bring out for my research and add into the keynotes, because I want us to get a better understanding. For me to make a proper keynote, it takes me 1 week minimum. But during the exam, I used to do sleepless nights. I do work on keynote for 3 days. To tell you the fact that when we say we are going to take you through your courses, we're not giving up until we give you the best. And we also need to consider something. We have been working on this and we are still working at it. We have one of our long-term goals is to bring in more tutors who can work with us remotely. By the time we have 2-3 tutors taking these courses, I can even focus on other things myself. Less for me, I want to focus on the keynote. I want other tutors to take those classes. By the time they take classes on YouTube, then it will be me and you on Telegram, and I'll focus on your keynote. By me and you on Telegram, I would have known what you have gotten in the YouTube classes. Then I will take more time to understand what you have grasped. Then we can implement other things on Telegram together, because now I no longer have to worry about the YouTube classes. Other people are there to worry about them for me. Now, what I need now to focus on is the keynotes and the Telegram classes, because I still love to tutor myself. But by the grace of God, we are getting there. So for Mrs. Regina that talked about we didn't cover. So one of the reasons why we didn't cover is because, number one, we didn't start early, and unfortunately, most of your courses are very voluminous. All right, but irrespective of that, we try as much to make the keynote at least to cover up, so that you don't go into your exam without preparing. I talked about the timing already. I talked about the timing as well. So I have, that's Mrs. Ijoma. Now, let me say this. There are some departments that people don't have any issue. You see department like public admin, business admin, accounting. As a matter of fact, management science, people have no issue. Because up to 400 level, we have taken most of your courses up to 400 level. So for Ms. Ijoma, in 200 level second semester, to say we not cover all our courses, I'm very, very unsure of that, because we have all your classes already attended to. The only thing I can say you maybe used to miss is the Telegram classes, because I used to insist that after you have gone through the YouTube classes, we still have to have a Telegram class, because some people will go through YouTube class, they will still not understand. And I'm not saying it's a must, everybody must understand what is on YouTube. That's why you're in the class. And that's why I have the Telegram class. I will talk with you based on what you have in your notes, just to be sure that, okay, what you watch on YouTube, have you gotten like 50% understanding? By the time you have gotten 50%, then we come to Telegram, we had more 50%, then you get your keynote, you get your practice question, you get the revision. It's not that difficult to bag A. I'm not trying to flaunt it. There's a lady in mass communication. What the least she had was B. A. So I post on groups. Some people be like, I'm flaunting it. It's not a matter of, I'm trying to encourage you that this is a system that works. This is a system that works. If you can follow it, it also work for you. It's what has worked for me too. So that's it about the not covering your classes. For all management sciences, your classes with 100% they have to be covered, because most of them, I even have their keynotes. You know, I keep updating. I will not give you the keynote I gave you last semester. I don't do that. There's always something to be updated. So, and with the recorded classes, one thing we do is that because of the timing, everybody has different schedule. Like throughout last semester now, Miss Regina told me that she's going through some things, and the only time she'll be available is between 4 and 5. Unlike last semester she had all the time. Even the semester before last semester, she had all the time. Countless time we had Telegram classes. But this semester that we just finished, she told me that this is what is going on with my timing. I have to work towards it. I have to work with when she's available. So communication is also very important. Please, I know that I'm not trying on that part, because some students used to complain to me that after you join the class, I've not been following up on communication. I apologize about that. It's because of they're trying to bring in a lot of things just to be sure that we get the best. And these things sometimes can be overwhelming. I have people working for me. They work, but even after doing the work, I still have to scrutinize it. I still have to look into it well, because I won't just put something out there without going through them. So please, the communication is also very important. And that's why I have a private class. When I had that private class, I try as much as possible to keep that group active. I might not come to you personally, but please and please, if you have any issues, please reach out to me. That this is what is on ground. Always know that I will compromise for you. The goal is I'm able to positively make an impact. So it's for us to work together, make a compromise. As long as we achieve our ends, then we are good to go. So, so the recorded class, like I said, when you are unable to meet up with the live classes, the way we do it, we go to our website, we arrange everything for you there, and from there, you can begin to, at your own leisure time, go through those classes, volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, and as you are doing it, I will tell you to take a note, pen something down. Don't just watch and listen. As you watch and listen, pen something down. And as soon as you are done with that, take your smartphone and send a picture of that note to the private class. That is a confirmation that you are directly telling me that Tutor Ayo, you send this class, I've done due diligence by going through it, and this is my notes. I'm not saying send that note because I want to stress you, but I'm telling you that as you are sending this note, you are certainly communicating with me, telling me that you are doing your due diligence in your according to your own time and space. So this is a proof of your due diligence. And everyone that sends their notes, I will always acknowledge. And I will tell you that as soon as you are done with the course, please request the next. Because most time, because I want to cover up, I will not work according to your timing, most especially for courses we have not taken before. For courses we have not taken before, that I don't have the recorded video on my YouTube. Most time, I want to do them because definitely you might not be available when I want to do live class. So I want to do them, put them on record. So when you're not available, I cannot tell you, yeah, go here, watch your class, and send your notes. So we have that as that. So Mrs. Victoria, Mrs. Regina, and Mrs. Ijoma have been able to attend to our questions. So let's accommodate more input from other people. Please, but before we attend to more input, please, Mrs. Victoria, Mrs. Regina, and Mrs. Ijoma, Have I been able to respond to you very well? Please, you can unmute your mic.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Please, I have something to say, sir.
Go ahead,
I
ma.
did not want to intersect what you were doing, interrupt you.
Okay, ma.
Three of my last keynotes was not well arranged.
Okay.
The three subjects that was sent last, the three of them. You will see
Okay.
the beginning at page 4. You will see the end at page 7. It
Okay.
really, at least, it was nothing to write home about.
Okay.
I know you were not
Okay.
the one that did it, but at least you need to supervise it to see it before it is forwarded to us.
Yes, I must say I'm sorry about that. You are right, because that time we had a lot of keynotes I was trying to push out. Sincerely, I some of the keynote they did for me, I unfortunately did not go through it, and because we are trying to send them out, I actually did not take my time to go through them, and we apologize for that. And I'm promising that this semester such a thing will not repeat itself. And this is why I want us to start early so that we don't get to rush things. Thank you very much. I've noted that. Well, okay, not arranged. So is that will that be all, Mrs. Regina Ma?
Yes, sir. Please
Thank you
double
very
up
much.
this semester.
Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you very
Thank
much
you,
for
sir.
that. Okay, Mrs. Victoria, are you still there? Miss Victoria. Okay, probably she stepped out. Mrs. Ijeoma,
Yes,
are you also
sir.
still there?
Thank you. Yes, no, I'm here. The explanations you
Wonderful.
gave are quite okay. Um, there is something else I want to verify. You just mentioned while you were explaining. You said in your website that
Yes,
those
ma'am.
recorded classes, when we get
Yes,
there,
ma'am.
you can see them in different volumes, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because I did not know about that. I wasn't visiting the site.
Yes.
Thank you.
Uh,
Thank
just
you.
to just to buttress that, because we know that everybody has different timing. The workload on every of our students, they are different. Some are nursing mother, some are working from morning till night, some they stay at home but they do a lot of things, and some they have all the time. So no matter which one you fall, which category you fall under, we'll always make something for you. And that's why we have our website. So if you go to our website, if by the time you join the private class, you send us your list of registered courses, they will now begin to send them to you one after the other. We don't do one course now and jump to the other one tomorrow. We try as much as start with a course, then finish it. We send you the YouTube classes are more like introduction. They are introducing you to the course. You cannot know everything. Those YouTube classes are not structured for you to know everything at once. No. So, but from what you have learned on YouTube, they will come on Telegram. As a matter of fact, most of the learning is done on Telegram, because the questions I ask, I realize that most of the students that watch YouTube classes, they've not even gotten what I want them to get. But I don't take that as a because the YouTube classes are not designed for you to first know it and know it once and for all. No. But by the time from YouTube, you've gotten something, you bring it to Telegram, you rub minds together. Now you have a better understanding in Telegram class. Then you get the keynote, your understanding is fortified. You get a practice question, your understanding is further fortified, and we come to revision class. You can imagine all these processes, There's no way you go into the exam hall when others are complaining. You will never complain. There's no magic. So, but okay, we'll get that. We'll get to that later. So, thank you very much, Mrs. Joma. So let's move to the next. Miss Victoria is no longer with us. Probably she's attending some other things. So, Mrs. Sunday. So, basically, before some persons came, we are actually thinking you have to introduce yourself. Then you let us know your contributions, your challenges, the things you did not find interesting about last semester, and how we can serve you better this semester. Miss Favor, have you been able to solve your audio issue? Can you make your input now, Miss Favor? Miss Favor, are you there? Okay, I think it's still the same thing. Miss Favor, we cannot hear you. Okay, so Miss Florence, please, you can unmute your mic, please. Miss Florence, can you hear me? Okay, maybe Miss Florence have issues with her network. Yeah, Mr. Chooks, good evening, sir. Can you hear me? Mr. Chooks. Okay, I think Mr. Chooks also not responding. Maybe he's having issues with his network. Mr. Damilare, can you unmute your mic? Mr. Damilare. Okay. Okay, I think he's also having issues. What about Valentine Lily? Valentine Lily, can you unmute your mic, please? Okay. What's going on? A lot of persons are not. Can we? Is it that we can't hear me or what? Okay.
I can hear you loud and clear, sir.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very much for that, ma. Mrs. Sunday. Is that Miss Donald? Miss Sunday Donald. Please, ma, Mrs. Sunday, you can unmute your mic, ma. You did already, but you muted it again. Mrs. Sunday, you can unmute your mic, ma.
All right. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mrs. Sunday Donald. Good evening, ma. How are you doing today, ma?
I'm good, and you?
We bless God, ma. Please, you can show us your face. You can turn on your video. And every other person hearing us, you can all turn on your video. This is Telegram class. It's a place we connect. We get to know each other. It's not just my face alone. We can all turn on our video. Let's see our faces. So, Miss Sunday, please introduce yourself. Let's know your department, level, and semester. After you are done with that, you can make your input. Let's know the likes and the dislikes, your challenges as per last semester, and how we can move forward together this semester. You have the floor, man.
Okay. Good evening, all. I am family donor 300 level first semester business in education. You're getting me?
Yes, ma'am. We're with you, ma'am.
Okay. I want to really appreciate you, Ayo, for this opportunity given to me. I joined this platform since 100 level. I saw this thing. I had to join. It was very interesting, but last semester was terrible. I have to say it.
My
I did
goodness.
not get up to 50% of what I paid for or what I registered for.
Wow.
And although I called you, I told you, you said the latter you said it was because of the TMA. After then, everything will be fine. I waited, but I had to proceed to get the keynote. You told me what I have to pay for, which I did. But getting to my last course, I was asked to pay another 2,000 on top of what I paid. And I told you already, you told me it was the amount you said. You said there were some challenges and so on. I wasn't really happy. It wasn't really good with me. Because if this is what I saw from the beginning, I wouldn't have joined. But because of what I've been given and the opportunity, the lecture, everything was perfectly okay. That was why I joined from my first semester till that last semester. But the last semester wasn't good with me. I couldn't write
Okay.
anything home with. It was so discouraging. That was just
Okay.
that.
Thank you very much for that, ma. I really appreciate your outpour. I really appreciate that. But when you say discouraging, ma, I would like you to try and that's a little bit bogus. I'd like you to help me niche it down a little bit. Or talk about the classes, the timing, the recorded classes. Were you able to get classes for your courses? Okay. And about the TMA, did we do your TMA? And what did we meet up to your expectations and your practice questions and answer? And did you get all your keynotes? And was the timing okay? And how helpful were the keynotes? I'd like you to break the whole thing down so we can know how to restructure things and give you that top-notch service you had once experienced, even more better than that. Please, man, go ahead.
Okay. And normally the timing is not always at my favor. You send the recorded video at my leisure. I open it and read, and I even send my notes. That is how I've been doing it. Except when I have time, I can join live. I hardly join live because of the timing. So I normally go through the recorded video. But the past semester, it was I registered about 10 courses. It was only 5 I received. And I showed you the one you did not send. Just send me the recorded video you promised to send, and I end up not getting the recorded video of those 5 courses I registered. Then the TMA, when I ask you, I belong to your private class, so I should have some preferential treatment. I should have some discount. What you told me was something on the TMN. It was something that it was very I told it was very high. But I had to look somewhere else, which it was cheaper. I said, why? I belong to your private class and I have been doing this for years. So why is yours higher than this other person? And I got good grade. Previously you did it for me, but this one it was very I told you I couldn't continue with the term. And the keynote, you asked me to pay for the keynote, which I did. I just paid for everything. So when it is time for that course, I keep on reminding you, say, okay, I and my team will send, sometimes you send almost a night to that day, which how do I start reading pages and then go for my exam? Because most of those courses was what you did not attend to. So at least I needed some days to read on those courses because nothing was done on it. So I needed some days to read so that I could do the exam. It was just something a night to that day, and the timing wasn't good with me. The timing wasn't good with me. And even my last course, I had to pay extra money to do the course, and that course wasn't touched. Eco 232, it wasn't touched. So it wasn't good with me.
Okay. Uh, I'm really sorry about your experience. I'm really sorry about that. This is not what we are known for, and this is why I really appreciate when students come online and tell it to my face what their experience is. This pricks my heart, and I have to go back to the drawing table and give nothing but the best. I don't like when I appreciate it when students give this feedback, but this is not the kind of feedback I want to hear from students. Just like we all know that just a drop of oil into a pure into a clean water can mess up the whole water. So thank you very much for this feedback. I'm so sorry about it. So the classes, we did not touch your classes, okay? So no excuse for that though. But I think most time the issue we have with not touching classes is because either students are not active or either they joined late. But from my experience with Miss Donna, you don't usually join late, you used to join early. And
Good, yeah.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around you joining early and we still did not cover all your courses. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. But I think it still has to do with being active. I think the problem might have been sincerely, we actually thought because we've not been hearing from you, we've not been active in the classes, your courses have not been displayed. Your courses have not been displayed in a weekly timetable. And this is one thing I want to beg us for. This is one thing I want to beg us for. That please, we used to send weekly timetable to the groups because we want you to check. See, one thing I respect Mrs. Virginia for a lot is Mrs. Virginia will call you. This course He's not here. Oh, I'm only seeing my courses 2 times in this week. Tutor Ayo is this is not what we are this is not what we agreed though. Ah, I'll quickly, oh sorry ma'am, that was an error. You're supposed to have this classes 3 times. Miss Regina will tell me that okay, I'm supposed to have this class by 4, but twice I'm seeing it by 5. What's the problem? Sorry, it was an error. Now I'm not trying to say we don't keep to agreement, but I'm only
Hello.
Oh, I can't hear Tutor Ayo any longer. Maybe it was
Same
his
here.
phone or network.
Let me close that door. Carefully. Do it gently. Uh-huh. Good evening. Can we all hear me? Close the door. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Can we all hear me? Hello? Close the door.
Yes,
Who is
I'm
that?
hearing from you.
Close the door. Close that door or get out. Are you people deaf?
Yes, we are, sir.
Okay. So sorry for the interruption. So let's just I just have to end this discussion now. Please let's continue tomorrow. I also have to go connect my system very quickly. Please let's continue this conversation tomorrow. I don't want it to be short. I want to iron out everything. So do we agree to extend this discussion to tomorrow? And is it okay to have it by probably like 8 p.m. or 7 p.m. tomorrow? Do we agree to this, please? Can we all hear me?
It's all right, sir.
Yes,
I
sir.
accept.
It's fine.
Okay. It's 8 p.m. fine or 7 p.m.?
Hello. Good evening. Please,
Good
you don't have
evening.
ice cream?
What did you say?
Okay, I said I'm okay with the time. Anytime, either 7 or 8.
Okay, 7 p.m. is fine tomorrow then. And I want to apologize for the inconvenience. Like I said, I'm not in Lagos. I'm not in Abuja. I'm somewhere in Osun State at my grandma's place. Something big is coming, and we're trying to work towards achieving it. So please just pardon me for tonight. This is not usually what we do. Everything is dealt with on Sunday, and we kickstart the classes tomorrow. Some persons have even paid. And even for Miss Regina, I want to start early with her most especially. And even for Miss Donald, because of I don't like what we had last semester. I want the whole thing to be better this semester. So please, tomorrow,
It's all right, sir. Thanks for tonight. Sorry I couldn't say anything. I was on transit. I'm still on transit as I'm speaking. So maybe by tomorrow.